From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Some clouds up in the sky, but also lots of sunshine. Just another beautiful day on tap that we're about to have. It is a little bit breezy this morning in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. Winds gusting between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Elsewhere, though, looks like the winds are much lighter, but it will be a little bit breezy across the map for today. Right now, temperatures in the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, very close to 60 degrees up towards the Hanford site, but up in the mountains we're in the 30s and the 40s. So for today, we're going to have high temperatures that'll end up being about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. That means we'll have low to mid 80s across the map. And the bottom line for the forecast is that we'll have another round of some strong winds in the Kittitas Valley for Friday. Again, probably pales in comparison to what we saw this past Saturday. And then we will have a heat wave that's on the way for Sunday and Monday. Could touch 100 degrees in the basin for the first time this year. Forecast staying pretty dry over the next 7 days. I'll touch on all these points, but especially this one. I have a feeling a lot of you have a lot of vested interest in this one. So that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Wednesday, June 4th. Now, we want to start your top stories off with new information this morning. A tense standoff at a Kennewick apartment complex ended with an arrest. This all happened last night after reports that a man was threatening to burn the building down and stab people. Police were called to the complex on West 14th Avenue just before 5:30 p.m. Officers worked to de-escalate the situation, making sure that residents either evacuated or sheltered in place as they negotiated with the man. After about an hour, the man who claimed to have a knife surrendered without further incident. Now we are having some technical difficulties, so the soundbite that was going to play is going to play later on in the show, but the man was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of felony intent to kill and resisting and obstructing officers. And now to a tragic follow-up on the 3 missing girls in Wenatchee. We have learned through court documents that 3 sisters have died. Now, before we tell you anything else, we do want to warn you these details are pretty disturbing, so discretion is advised. Now, according to officials, evidence shows the 3 sisters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, who were 9, 8, and 5 years old, were likely zip-tied and had plastic bags placed over their heads. Authorities have been searching for their father, 32-year-old Travis Decker. Decker did not return the girls to their mother after a planned visitation. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says Decker is a veteran with extensive training, but it's unknown if he's armed and he may pose a significant threat risk. Anybody with any information is urged to call 911. Turning to Kennewick now, police responded to reports of a student with a firearm yesterday, which resulted in 2 schools going into a soft lockdown. Shortly after 1 p.m., the reports came in that a 15-year-old student in distress had a firearm and was making threats at Phoenix High School. That's off of 4th and Olympia. Initially, they thought the student was somewhere outside the campus, leading to multiple agencies responding, and the school went into a secure and teach protocol. Westgate Elementary was also placed on a soft lockdown. Police had their drones out and were also searching the grocery outlet next door. After about an hour, they say they found the student inside the school.
We had not only patrol, but we had detectives as well as a criminal apprehension team, our neighboring regional agencies that also assisted. We did deploy a drone with the initial information that was provided to us that the individual was outside. However, it was deemed that that information was not correct and the student was inside.
No firearm was ever found, and the student is now receiving mental health counseling and was not arrested. In local business news, a popular discount chain is making its way to our area. Five Below, which is known for its trendy, affordable items priced at $5 or less, is set to open new stores in Richland and Union Gap. The retailer is repurposing several former Party City buildings after the company shut down all its locations earlier this year after filing for bankruptcy. This includes 16 stores across the state, and 4 of the Five Below stores are coming to the Seattle area, but 3 will open across central and eastern Washington. That includes Spokane Valley, Richland, and Yakima, and the chain currently operates 1,800 stores nationwide, but these will be its first ever in Washington state. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, President Trump has called it the big, beautiful bill, but now some are calling it a big disgrace. Well, the full breakdown on the bill and why President Trump is putting the pressure on Senate Republicans to quickly pass it. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Boom! So much for you!
Sounds like someone's got the munchies.
Is it too much to ask for you to play a little bit better?
Wouldn't make much difference with your aim.
Hard to miss your big head.
Okay. Hey, we said no head jokes. Build your own munchie meal.
Or get mine!
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Giza Stadium is the place for fun. This Friday, June 6th, is a family feast night with your Tri-City Dust Devils. Hot dogs, soft drinks, and more for only $2.50. And on Saturday, June 7th, be sure to be here for a fabulous post-game fireworks show thanks to Highline Engineering and Fabrication. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
This summer, Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is heating things up with incredible savings on every piano in our showroom. Take advantage of special bundles on our digital models. Enjoy savings on both new and used options. Get up to $10,000 off on select grand pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 12 months. And every purchase includes free delivery in Tri-Cities. The hottest part, our 2-day summer sale event happens June 26th and 27th only. Turn up the heat and visit Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos today.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
You know I'm never afraid to lay it on thick. Like with my 100% beef patty melt with 2 melty cheeses and grilled onions all on my famous toasted sourdough. It's beefy, it's melty, and it's back. Starting at $5.49. Get so much more. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County, where we are in the mid-50s right now in the Kittitas Valley, and we're in the mid-40s up towards Snoqualmie Pass. In the Yakima Valley, spanning from 48 to 57. 48 for Yakima, 57 in Union Gap. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, still in the low 60s up towards the Hanford site, mid-50s for the Tri-Cities, 53 for Umatilla. And then we're also in the 50s for the Blue Foothills, 40s up in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations. Going to have sunshine all throughout the day, up into the 70s as soon as 11 this morning, and then 70s and 80s at the peak of daytime heating. So still about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And the heat is only going to get cranked up as we head into the weekend, specifically for Sunday into Monday. Could have some daily high temperature records fall for both days. Now, I'm going to rephrase that because the prospect of daily high temperature records falling for Sunday, that's not looking too likely. But for Monday, that's looking very likely in Ellensburg, the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla. But don't let this fool you, because Sunday is going to be just about as hot as Monday. I think they're going to be equal to each other. High temperatures fall off a little bit after that, so I'll show you that sequence. Talk about some wind gusts in the Kittitas Valley on Friday, and I'll tell you if any rain chances are in the forecast at all. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your national headlines this morning, President Trump's spending plan is facing major pushback as it makes its way through the Senate. The big, beautiful bill narrowly passed the House, but even some of the Republicans who voted for it want to see changes. Also, the world's richest man and a once staunch Trump ally is calling the bill an abomination. Christiane Cordero has the latest developments.
This morning, President Trump's spending plan faces an uphill battle on Capitol Hill. It passed through the House by just one vote, and now with several senators critical of the bill, Elon Musk is weighing in, calling Trump's plan a, quote, disgusting abomination. Musk, whose stint in the administration just ended, accused lawmakers of passing a massive, outrageous, pork-filled bill that will massively increase the gigantic budget deficit.
It's very disappointing. With all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill.
Advocates promise the bill will cut federal spending by $1.5 trillion, but the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates it will add $3.8 trillion to the national debt over the next decade.
Behind the smoke and mirrors lies a cruel and draconian truth. Tax breaks for the ultra-wealthy, paid by gutting health care for millions of Americans.
The centerpiece of the bill would make Trump's 2017 tax cuts permanent. Some critics concerned about how much that would cost. Others focused on the bill's cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs. Yesterday, at least half a dozen people were arrested outside of 3 senators' offices. Capitol Police saying they resisted officers as they protested the proposed changes to Medicaid.
The primary piece of this change is we're putting a requirement on able-bodied adults with no children to actually work.
The bill can only afford to lose support from 3 senators to pass.
And the bill could have a major impact on Elon Musk's business by phasing out tax credits for electric vehicles and also regulating artificial intelligence. Any changes to the bill in the Senate would then have to go back through the House before reaching the president. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert will have how your week is looking weather-wise and his first alert full weather forecast, and that is coming up on the other side of the break.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field for another unforgettable season. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun night out, there's something for everyone at a Walla Walla Sweets game. Grab your peanuts, popcorn, and Lucky Cap, because this season the Walla Walla Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball right to your backyard. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now and be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience. Let's play ball.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather, always on your side.
Next live from Disney's Elio.
Bring us your leader.
Zoe Saldana.
Tanya, plus Natasha Rothwell from The White Lotus.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another gorgeous day out there. Lots of sunshine. High temperature is going to be similar to yesterday, and that will be 5 degrees warmer than normal for the 4th day of June. So that means 80s for lower elevations, 60s up in the Cascades, 50s and 60s up in the Blues. Going to be a little bit breezy for today in the Cascades, the Kittitas Valley, the Basin, and the Blue Foothills of Morrow County, but nothing to write home about. Then for tonight, after 5 p.m., just like with last night, that's when winds could shift. Well, some stronger winds could shift out of the north and west in the valleys, peaking around 15 to 35 miles per hour, the gust that is. So again, nothing in comparison to what we saw this past weekend, but something of note. Otherwise, tonight is going to feature clear skies. Overnight lows down into the 50s for lower elevations, 40s up in the Cascades and the Blues. Now let's circle back to the winds, as we'll have another round of winds for Friday afternoon and evening. This round a little bit more notable, as peak gusts could be up around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. Really nowhere else is going to compete with that. So we'll keep a very close eye on that, especially just given that we're starting to wade into fire season. Fuel's getting pretty dry out there, and that is not going to be helped out by this. High temperatures surging up into the either upper 90s or low 100s in the Tri-Cities for Sunday and Monday. That would place us at about 20 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Even for Tuesday, when things back off a little bit, that would still place us at about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So an abnormally warm start, hot start to June, and it's going to be a dry start as well, as it doesn't look like there are any rain chances for our area over the next 7 days. So that is certainly not going to help out with the vegetation dryness predicament. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs around 95 for Friday and Saturday, then maybe a double dip of triple digits for Sunday and Monday. In Yakima, 80s for the next couple days, then a whole bunch of 90s from Friday through Tuesday at least. In Ellensburg, another round of strong winds Friday afternoon and evening, and it looks as if winds could pick up again at the beginning of next week. In Hermiston, highs ascending to around 100 for Sunday and Monday, then a bit cooler by next Tuesday. Then for Walla Walla, lots of sunshine with highs in the 80s over the next couple days. Then it looks like we're stuck in the 90s for a while.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, big names and bigger bank accounts. Forbes is revealing the list of richest self-made women in America, and we have who they are coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Spring is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today, 3680 West Van Giesen in West Richland.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Welcome to Pasco, where we are building a community rooted in culture. Check out the Farmers Market downtown at Peanuts Park, Saturdays from May through October. Taste something new at one of our diverse local restaurants, the Pasco Specialty Kitchen vendor windows, or our growing food truck scene. And enjoy the natural beauty of our waterfront parks and the Sacagawea Heritage Trail. Shop small, explore local, and experience the spirit of Pasco. Naturally transformative.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, British singer Jessie J says she's been diagnosed with breast cancer.
The 37-year-old star, whose real name is Jessica Ellen Cornish, broke the news in a video posted on Instagram.
Now, she said the cancer has been caught early and that she'll soon undergo surgery. It's not the first time that Jessie J has opened up about her health. Back in 2021, she posted about a pregnancy loss, and she now has a 2-year-old son. Well, prayers with her. Hoping for the best.
Yes.
Wishing her the best. And now to a makeshift memorial. It's growing outside the San Antonio, Texas property of actor Jonathan Joss. People have left flowers and notes outside the 59-year-old's childhood home where the shooting happened.
Joss died Sunday after a neighbor allegedly shot him. A woman who was with Joss says the actor and the neighbor, 56-year-old Sigfredo Alvarez, got into an argument. She said Alvarez threatened to shoot Joss, then moments later fired a rifle at the actor. Joss died at the scene, and police arrested Alvarez.
He posted bond and is currently under house arrest along with other restrictions. Joss appeared in many movies and TV shows, including playing the voice of John Redcorn in the animated TV show King of the Hill.
And fans of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy will soon be able to stream their favorite game shows, as Sony Pictures Entertainment announced new episodes of both shows will be available on Hulu and Peacock starting in September.
The episodes will drop on the services a day after they air on TV, and older episodes of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy have been available to stream for years. Now, in more entertainment news, Forbes has come out with its annual list of America's richest self-made women.
The list is compiled of 100 entrepreneurs, executives, and entertainers, and 16 celebrities are on the list. This includes Oprah Winfrey, reality star Kim Kardashian, and singer Taylor Swift.
Also, actress and singer Selena Gomez, singers Rihanna, Madonna, and Beyonce, and they all rank among the richest female celebrities. Are any of those surprising to you? No.
No. I mean, when Selena Gomez started building up her, when she started building up her wealth, that was a little surprising, just because I watched her on Barney growing up, and now she's a billionaire, from Barney to billionaire.
And I think it's the makeup brand. A lot of them went or started doing that early, like their makeup brand, and growing and expanding it. But I feel like that's where a lot of these self-made women are making the money. I'm surprised Jessica Alba's not on the list. I thought she was among those.
There's someone else who we've talked about.
Kylie Jenner, maybe? Because she was. I remember she was on the magazine cover. I don't know if it went down.
Someone else who's in makeup, who we've talked about during the segment, who I'm blanking on, who's not Selena Gomez, but
we'll have to think about it.
Shout out to everyone who built their wealth like that.
Looks like we need to make a makeup brand.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a Kennewick memory care facility just sold for nearly $14 million, but the new owners say residents won't be seeing many changes. And we have a look at the unique dementia care model that they plan to preserve. Also, Microsoft is slashing jobs again, and this time letting go of more than 300 Washington workers. Why the company says these cuts are necessary despite sky-high profits. All the details are coming up in your next half hour.
Watch your back, Jack. The real sourdough star is back at Carl's Jr. A burger that's way outside the box. Get a one-time free triple when you order on the app and join My Rewards.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where we're celebrating by offering savings up to 45% off.
Or get no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
This summer, big wins come in sevens at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready for the $100,000 Lucky Summer Sevens giveaway with over $12,000 cash up for grabs every Friday and Saturday in June. The heat is on, and so is the grand prize on June 28th. 3 winners choose 7 cards with prizes. Reveal 7 sevens and instantly win $17,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Never a Bother aims to connect families, friends, and allies to make sure young people in their life know that they are there for them and can reach out at any time.
Never a bother.
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 Learn how at neverabother.org. Remember, you are never a bother.
It's Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 45% off.
Or get no interest financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
At Carl's Jr., late birds get the bag. After 8 p.m. for $5.99, get a Cali Classic single, fries plus chicken stars. Or spicy chicken sandwich, onion rings plus chicken stars. Or mix it up, just $5.99. Build your own bag only at Carl's Jr.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, 950. That's where the jackpot is at.
Yes, this is our 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Remember, I've made it a personal goal to get the jackpot up to $1,000. We're at $950. That
this
means
is insane.
The forecast has been correct 38 days in a row.
I've been
right there at the finish line.
38 days in a row is what you're trying to say.
What's that?
You're like, I've been correct 38 days in a row.
No, things have broken my way 38 days in a row, and I'm very grateful for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at, again, our 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Yesterday, I went with the forecast high of 84 in Pasco Tri-Cities. It verified at 82. The jackpot's now up to $950. So for today, I'm also going with a forecast high of 84 in Pasco Tri-Cities. So the same deal. It's got to be between 81 to 87 for the jackpot to hit $975. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that's on your screen. So I'm either going to hit my goal or have my heart broken in the next 48 hours. We shall see. Stay tuned. All right, right now you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. And earlier this morning, we were seeing some gusts shaking that camera. It looks like there still are some gusts in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, peak gusts between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Elsewhere, looks like the winds are mostly light. Could be a bit of a breezy day out there, but of course nothing in comparison to what we saw this past weekend. Temperatures right now 40s and 50s for lower elevations. We're up around, or we've been around 60 degrees this morning up at the Hanford site, and then 40s in the Cascades, 30s and 40s in the Blues. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine all throughout the day. We're going to be around 70 as soon as 10 this morning, 75 by lunchtime, and then 80s, low to mid 80s for lower elevations with lots of sunshine. That's going to place us at about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's beautiful forecast. Also, I'll show you what some of the vegetation dryness is looking like for today. All that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we want to start your half hour of news in Kennewick. A tense standoff at an apartment complex ends with an arrest. This all happened last night after reports that a man was threatening to burn the building down and stab people. Police were called to the complex on West 14th Avenue just before 5:30 p.m. Officers worked to de-escalate the situation, making sure residents either evacuated or sheltered in place as they negotiated with the man. After about an hour, the man who claimed to have a knife surrendered without further incident.
We did a safety sweep because we did see evidence of a infant child probably in there, so we wanted to make sure that there was no other people in there that could be in harm's way or hurt. So a safety sweep was conducted, and we did find that the burners were on inside of the apartment.
The man was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of felony intent to kill and resisting and obstructing officers. In continuing coverage, Sunnyside City Manager Mike Gonzalez is on paid administrative leave after a city council voting on Monday night, effective immediately and set to last 30 days.
This has been a witch hunt from the very beginning, and it's been orchestrated by that woman over there, Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. We do have a motion on the floor.
At least 2 council members voted in opposition of the decision. Gonzalez called the move a, quote, witch hunt, blaming Councilwoman Teresa Hancock, with whom he's had a public feud. Tensions ran high at the packed council meeting with heated public comments and accusations of racism. Mayor Dean Broersma even threatened to clear the room if order was not restored. And sources say a confidential staff meeting was leaked to Hancock, and Gonzalez recently fired Deputy City Clerk Emily Goodell after Hancock filed a complaint. Now, the reason for Goodell's dismissal remains unclear. The motion was brought forward after a nearly 2-hour executive meeting session without the city manager, and it left Gonzalez in disbelief.
May I ask why, Mayor? Because this feels unjust. You had a former employee who had nothing to do with the actions or was not a city employee in here during an executive session, which was so unjust and so unfair. And I don't even have a chance to know what this is about or my actions.
The individual was here with you as a consultant.
A consultant, that's not true. And you know,
consultant and only consultant. Sir, we have a motion on the table.
Okay.
We're going to take it.
And I'll respect that, but I do feel like this is unjust. It's not fair.
Thank you, sir.
I've worked extremely hard for this community.
An interim city manager will be named today and will continue to keep you updated on what comes of it. Now to Kennewick, where a memory care facility has officially changed hands, and it's all part of a multi-state sale totaling millions of dollars. And the new owners say the unique dementia care model that residents know and trust isn't going anywhere. Windsong at Southridge, located on 24th Avenue, has been sold for $13.8 million, and the 36,000 square foot facility opened back in 2020, and it's known for its Montessori-style approach to dementia care, emphasizing hands-on learning, sensory activities, and fostering memory through curiosity. The new operator, Southridge Operations LLC, says day-to-day operations will remain under Cascade Pacific Senior Living, and so will the memory care model that residents are used to. Now to roadways. As the weather warms up, more cyclists are hitting the road, and WSP troopers are reminding everyone to share the road responsibly. According to new data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 1,000 cyclists were killed in traffic crashes last year and nearly 50,000 injured. Troopers say safety starts with awareness, so cyclists are urged to wear a properly fitted helmet, use lights, reflectors, and bright clothing to be seen and ride with traffic, and also follow road signs. As for drivers, remember to check your blind spots, don't ever drive distracted or impaired, and also remember that cyclists have the same rights as any driver on the road. Across the state now, more layoffs are hitting Microsoft, this time impacting hundreds of employees right here in Washington. According to a new warning notice, 305 Washington-based Microsoft employees will soon be out of a job. While the move affects less than 1% of Microsoft's workforce, it follows a much larger layoff earlier this month when nearly 2,000 local workers were let go. Nationwide, roughly 6,000 employees were impacted by that May round. In education news this morning, a teacher from Pasco High School is getting some well-deserved recognition for the impact that she's making in the classroom. Gabriella Whitemarsh, a bilingual math teacher, has been named the Regional Teacher of the Year, and this by Educational Service District 123. Whitemarsh, who also received a Crystal Apple Award in the past, is the founder of the Advanced Multilingual Mathematics Program, which is a first-of-its-kind effort at the school that helps new students access college-level math while continuing their English language development. On top of that, she's the multilingual department chair and serves as a bilingual facilitator.
You hear those stories of, I'm this or that or whatever, I've accomplished these XY things because of the support or a teacher inspired me. We've also heard the other stories where, I was told I couldn't do it. And so my goal is just always to be on the positive end of that.
Now with this honor, Whitemarsh is now in the running for Washington's 2026 State Teacher of the Year, competing with finalists from all across the state. Congrats to her and good luck. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a lucky penny could be in your future. We're talking about Penny, a 3-year-old dog who's this week's Operation Best Friend. And we're hoping she can get lucky by finding her forever home. We have more on this cutie after the break. But first, Josh Colbreth will have another look at your weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side.
You don't need to drop a ton of cash to make your home look like $1 million. You just need to hit up the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, Workholder Amish, and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score doorbuster deals before they're gone, and with 60 months no interest, it's easy to refresh any or every room in your home. Amazing selection, quality designs, stylish looks. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn dish soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1-hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Like most people, my days are nonstop. When I'm working, I need to stay focused, not worried about my finances. That's why I went looking for a bank that makes managing my money effortless. Apple was exactly what I needed. Helpful people with easy-to-use tools. Now, I spend less time stressing about money and more time doing the things I enjoy. Where do you credit union?
All 4 Click It RV superstores have gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you liked and build it, price it, and click it. Or come to any of our neighborhood locations. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee. Only at your neighborhood Click It RV superstore and ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Pendleton. Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. We're Apple Valley News Now.
Next live from Disney's Elio.
Bring us your lead.
Zoe Saldana, plus Natasha Rothwell from The White Lotus.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. It's going to be a beautiful one out there today, folks, as we are going to see plenty of sunshine. High temperatures around 80 in Ellensburg, low 60s up towards Snoqualmie Pass, and a bit breezy today in the mountains and the mountain gaps as peak gusts are going to be between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Then in the Yakima Valley, temperatures are going to end up in the low to mid 80s, light winds, lots of sunshine. Could be a little bit breezy in the lower Columbia Basin for today, especially down towards Hermiston. Some of those peak gusts out of the north and west between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Also, we could have northerly gusts today in the Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County. Some of those peak gusts between 20 to 25 miles per hour. High is going to be in the mid-70s in the Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County, low 80s in the Bluefoot Hills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So a wide array of high temperatures today in the Blue Mountains. In general, just a beautiful late spring day out there. Now let's talk about something that we're going to talk about a lot throughout the course of summer, and that would be today's vegetation dryness forecast. Remember, 100% would be the driest vegetation for each microclimate since the turn of the century. And so we're going to be in that very dry category today, in that elevated level of vegetation dryness in the Cascades and in the Northern Blues. And I have a feeling these numbers only going to go up as temperatures go up into this weekend.
All right, that music can only mean one thing. It's time for Operation Best Friend, where we introduce you to some four-legged friends in search for their forever home.
That's right, and you know what they say, if you see a penny, pick it up for good luck.
And that applies to this week's pup. Penny is a gentle, friendly dog who's hoping to use her super sense of smell to sniff out her new best friend.
No need for a coin flip on this girl because she'll make a great companion for just about anyone.
So without further ado, let's meet Penny.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
I'm Elizabeth Norman with the Pipple Pen, and this is Penny, and Penny is a 3-year-old bully type mix. We haven't DNA tested her, so we don't know exactly what's going on in there, but she is bullyish. She was previously adopted from us and was returned through no fault of her own and is looking for her new forever home now. Penny is extremely playful. She loves to be outside. She is great with people, and she is good with other dogs when they are calm and polite, and probably is not a good match for cats. Penny is very drawn to nose work. I've been doing a little bit of scent training with her, and she has taken right to it. She's fantastic about finding whatever I want her to try to find in the yard, and when she goes for walks, it's all about the sniffer. Penny has gone through some professional training in her prior adoptive home, and she does know some basic commands, and it would be eager to learn more. Penny would do really well in a calm, stable home with people who are home more often than they're away. If there's a canine companion in the home, a calm, polite one, no cats, and just people who are really willing to put the time in to have a fulfilled life for Penny. Everything about Penny is on our website, on our Facebook page. We would love to have your application come in and we can see if you're a good match for her. She's also looking for another foster home, so if that's a possibility for you, when you foster for the Pipple Pen, all of your food, supplies, and vet care are covered by the rescue, so all you do is bring the love.
Just the sweetest temperament. Like, she wasn't like going crazy or running around. She just seemed so sweet and docile.
Just really gentle, knew how to shake, loved her belly rub, loved her toys.
Yeah.
Come on,
she
adopt
gets
her.
lucky. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And then Josh will be back to tell us all about some triple-digit temperatures coming up.
Yes.
Oh.
At least that's the way it looks for now.
We'll be right back.
It's the Red, White, and Blue sale at More Furniture, and we're celebrating with store-wide sale pricing. Plus, get your choice, free white glove delivery, or we'll pay the sales tax. It's your opportunity for huge savings on our spring lineup, featuring fresh new designs, functions, and features in every department. You'll find relaxing living rooms, bedroom sanctuaries, cozy dining rooms, and the perfect accessories all in stock, on sale, and ready for delivery. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Summer's heating up. That means it's time to dive in. Pasco's Memorial Aquatic Park opens Saturday, June 14th. Get signed up for swim lessons, grab your season passes, and don't miss your chance to join the Pasco swim team. Looking to cool off? Open swim runs daily from 1 to 5:45 p.m. So grab the family and come make a splash. It's all happening at the Pasco Memorial Aquatic Park. Your summer fun starts here.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
We're at Malibu Apothecary. We design signature scents that are destination inspired. Spectrum is really the backbone of any of the business we do here. From our customers who come in, we check them in online. Having fast internet service that can fit my budget is really great. I traded a 9 to 5 for a 5 to 9. It's a lot of work, but I love it.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep your business connected.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another gorgeous day out there. Plenty of sunshine and high temperatures, just like with yesterday, are going to be about 5 degrees warmer than normal for the 4th of June. That means 80s for lower elevations, 60s up in the Cascades, 50s and 60s up in the Blues. It's going to be a little bit breezy for today in the Cascades, the Kittitas Valley, portions of the Basin, and the Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County. But in general, the breeze is not going to be that big of a deal for today. Now, for tonight, we get that northwesterly push out of the winds in the valley, so some of those peak gusts could be between 15 to 35 miles per hour. But again, nothing really to write home about. Otherwise, for tonight, clear skies, overnight lows down into the 50s for lower elevations. We're going to be in the 40s up in the Cascades and Blues. Then we have another round of winds to talk about for Friday afternoon and evening. This time a little bit more notable, especially in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those peak gusts around 50 miles per hour. No other microclimate is really going to compete with the Kittitas Valley in that category, though. So we'll track the wind gust potential very closely, especially around this time of the year, given that things are going to be hot and it will be dry outside. Let's go back to the heat for a second, though. Yeah, the heat is going to be on for this weekend, especially for Sunday into Monday. Could touch 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities for the first time in 2025. That would place us at about 20 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Even by Tuesday, when things back off a little bit, we're still going to be about 15 degrees above average. So a very hot start to the month of June. It's going to be a very dry start to the month of June as well. As for our entire area, there are 0 rain chances over the next 7 days. So I guess we're thankful that there aren't thunderstorm chances, but man, we would really love Mother Nature to throw us a bone and for us to get a little bit of precip. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs around 95 for Friday and Saturday. Then maybe a double dip of triple digits for Sunday and Monday. In Yakima, 80s for the next couple days. Then a whole bunch of 90s from Friday through Tuesday at least. In Ellensburg, another round of strong winds Friday afternoon and evening, and it looks as if winds could pick up again at the beginning of next week. In Hermiston, highs ascending to around 100 for Sunday and Monday, then a bit cooler by next Tuesday. Then for Walla Walla, lots of sunshine with highs in the 80s over the next couple of days. Then it looks like we're stuck in the 90s for a while. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA's First Look, new details on the alleged plot to smuggle a dangerous pathogen into the United States that could potentially threaten the nation's food supply. Fusarium graminearum, known to cause billions of dollars in crop damage worldwide each year. A pathogen that literally rots crops like wheat, barley, and rice, and if consumed by humans, can cause vomiting, liver damage, and birth defects.
One of the threat scenarios that Homeland Security and law enforcement officials think about is how to prevent a terrorist or a hostile foreign power from using a fungus or some other natural occurring substance as a weapon.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on this ongoing investigation. With your GMA First Look, I'm Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then, I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We're starting off with your national headlines. House Republicans are revisiting key Biden investigations. The House Judiciary Committee is expected to interview former Hunter Biden special counsel David Weiss on Friday. This would mark the second time Republicans have interviewed Weiss as they look into if his investigation was hampered by political interference. Committee Chair James Comer is also returning to his probe of Biden's mental fitness. He's scheduling interviews with the former president's White House physician and other senior aides. Comer wants to look at the executive orders Biden signed in his last 6 months in office. In your business news this morning, President Trump signed an executive order on Tuesday doubling the current tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from 25% to 50%. The new tariffs take effect today, and in the order, Trump says the increased tariffs will more effectively counter foreign countries that continue to offload low-priced excess steel and aluminum in the U.S. market. In your health headlines, a new study shows dieting too much might impact your mental health. Researchers looked at data from more than 28,000 adults who responded to a survey about their diet and any depressive symptoms they may have experienced. The study found people who followed a calorie-restrictive diet, particularly men and people considered overweight, were more likely to have higher symptoms of depression. And talking sports now, it was a tough start for the Mariners in the battle against the Baltimore Orioles. The team put up a good fight, but couldn't get a leg up, leaving the field with the final score of 5-1. They do have a chance at redemption tonight as they face off for a second time. And out of your top 5 local stories that you need to know, in Kennewick, a standoff yesterday evening ended in an arrest after a man threatened to burn down his apartment building. Police evacuated neighbors and safely took the man into custody after he surrendered. And a heartbreaking update from Wenatchee. Authorities now believe 3 young sisters who were reported missing last week are dead. Court documents say the girls ages 9, 8, and 5 were likely zip-tied with plastic bags placed over their heads. Their father, 32-year-old Travis Decker, is wanted in connection. He's a veteran with extensive training and may be dangerous. Anybody with information is urged to call 911. And 2 schools went into lockdown yesterday after a 15-year-old student allegedly brought a gun to Phoenix High School. The student was found inside the building, no firearm was recovered, and the student is now receiving mental health counseling and was not arrested. Discount retailer Five Below is moving into Washington, including new stores in Yakima and Richland. The chain took over several former Party City locations and plans to open doors later this year. Also, a reminder for drivers and cyclists from the Washington State Patrol. Nearly 50,000 cyclists were injured in crashes last year, so drivers should watch for them, check your blind spots, and never ever drive distracted. Also, cyclists stay visible, follow traffic laws, and ride defensively. Trending this morning, the Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute have welcomed a litter of endangered black-footed ferrets.
3-year-old Aristides. Yeah, interesting name. 3-year-old Aristides gave birth to 8 kits last week. The babies are receiving regular checkups to ensure they are developing normally.
Black-footed ferrets are born blind with a thin layer of white fur covering their bodies.
Their signature mask-like markings around their eyes won't appear for another couple weeks, and the babies likely won't open their eyes until they're about 37 days old.
Oh, so black-footed ferrets are North America's only native ferrets, and they look so cute. You wouldn't even be able to tell that they're ferrets. They just look like little
fur balls.
Yeah, so cute. Oh.
I want an excuse to keep my eyes closed for 37 days.
Oh, yeah, same, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Especially
awesome.
after morning show, yeah. After being back from vacation, and then, you know, after this shift, you're just tired. So
sometimes you need some clothespins to like keep them open.
Sometimes I wear sunglasses, like if I'm staring at this computer screen after this, because you just need it.
Like you're hungover, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're just tired.
Exactly.
You're tired.
Yeah.
You're tired. Yeah.
But those are so cute. Is our weather looking cute?
I wouldn't want to
Not
have
really
on
with-
fur this weekend.
Yeah, 3-digit temps.
Yes, triple digits, maybe for the first time in 2025. So that's the end of the story. Let's start you off at the beginning of the story. We'll take you to Richland right now. Live look at Howard Amon Park. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. We're seeing some clouds up in the sky for this morning, but it's going to end up being another mostly sunny day. Winds picking up a little bit now in the lower Columbia Basin. Gusts around 20 miles per hour for Hermiston, and they're still peaking around 25 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. So in general, a little bit breezy for today. Certainly, it's not going to be a hold on to your hat kind of day. And temperatures right now, 50s, 40s, and 50s for lower elevations. We've been teeter-tottering on 60 all morning up towards the Hanford site, 40s up in the Cascades, and 40s in the Blues. A little bit later today, highs peaking in the low to mid 80s. Will be about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So really pretty consistently for lower elevations, low to mid 80s. It's going to feel warmer than that in the sunshine, especially if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. Another round of strong winds in the Kittitas Valley on Friday. Granted, it's not going to be nearly as strong as what we saw this past Saturday. And like me and Jessica were just gossiping about, maybe triple digits for the first time this year in the lower Columbia Basin on Sunday and Monday. And unfortunately, you know, the hot weather is going to stress out our vegetation, going to make it pretty dry. But the fact that there's no rainfall in the forecast for the next 7 days also not going to help out with that situation.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, chihuahuas. Oh, no. No, it'll be fine. It's a dry heat. It's not like the Texas heat. So.
It's a dry heat. Hey, listen, heat is heat. That's kind of my take on it.
Oh, boy. Well, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.